Well, hello there, everybody. It's me, Bob. Uh, I imagine there's some people that thought I would never darken their doorstep again. I am, in fact, still among the living. Uh, I know it has been ages, pun intended, since I've done anything with Factorio, at least as far as recording. I'm still playing on a fairly regular basis. In fact, just before the new update, the DLC dropped, I finally finished all of the old achievements. So that's all taken care of and done. But new Space Age Factorio DLC is out. The update to the game is out. And I thought, what the hell? Let's go ahead and do some Factorio and do some recording. I know it's been forever and a day, and I just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. A lot of things going on. Anyway, so here we are. Let's go ahead and start a new game. We're going to do free play. I am not going to touch any of the settings right off the bat, and we are not playing with any mods. I want to go ahead and get the real experience with this, I guess, if you will. I did play for about 15-20 minutes just to check out the interface. So I did get the powered with Steam achievement already, but that's all the further I went. I did look around. I did not specifically pick this map seed. I just kind of flipped through and rolled and rolled and rolled till I got one that kind of meets my preferences. There's a decent amount of iron. There's a decent amount of copper. There's a little bit of oil. There's a little bit of uranium. And it is not in the middle of a forest. So I figured this one will work for us. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, one thing I did notice is, I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe I'm not remembering. When you look at this map, it feels like there's a fair bit of distance between us and the biters and us and the ore and things like that. But when you actually get into the into the game itself, it's not as far away as it seems. And maybe that's just me misremembering things. I don't know. But here we are. Welcome to Factorio, Space Age, blah, blah, blah. You got to go to the stars. So we're going to start out by getting rid of all of this stuff. I don't leave the spaceship. Some people leave the spaceship. I don't know. It gets in my way. I did not turn cliffs off. I hate cliffs, but I did not turn cliffs off. Like I say, I want to kind of get a feel for the game in its raw state. Now, it just came out this morning, and it's only been out for what, about 4 hours at this point. So 5 will get you 10. There are going to be some changes and some updates. Now, this, like I was saying, it felt to me like the biters were really far away, but they are not. So we're going to have to be real cautious of our pollution and things like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some stone. We're going to have to try and see if we can find some trees. Yeah, there's some trees down here. These ore patches are not very big at all. What are they? 400K, 200K, 400K, 350K-ish. That's not a lot. We'll see how this goes. Like I say, I didn't tweak any of the settings. Normally, these days when I've been playing, I have been playing on like 200%, and I've expanded my my starting radius, but we'll see how it goes. Should be interesting. Now, something that was, and I haven't looked yet, and I don't see why it would be the case. that was mentioned on the Facebook page, the group page, was something about once you have the technologies, they stay or something. And that doesn't make any sense to me. It seems to me that each game you would have to research them again, and that's the case. I don't know. Somebody said something about, oh, you know, once you've got them, you've got them, and that doesn't make any sense to me. What would be the point of playing the game, right? So I think that's going to be enough stone. Let's get ourselves a few more trees. We're going to need fuel to start. In looking at the map so far, I feel like they've done some tweaking to the random generator for the maps. It feels like they're really trying to lean into doing the whole train thing. They got the, you know, the new overhead train tracks and stuff. So it feels like they're trying to lean a little bit into the train thing and make you try and kind of travel some more. Not that you can't change it. I mean, you can certainly change it in the settings, but it feels like they want you to do some traveling with the trains, and that's fine. I got no problem with that at all. But I did notice that it seems like that's what they're doing. All right. So far, there's not been a whole lot of differences between this and the original that I've noticed, other than just some updates to what controls are what. And man, they seem like they've started your biters really close. But again, like I say, I've been playing it with them spaced a little further out, so maybe that's just my imagination. We're going to gather a bunch of trees while we can, because we're going to want to be making some telephone poles and whatnot. So let's get this going. I thought about going ahead and jumping into this a little further down the road and going ahead and building out a basic base first before we really kind of jumped into it, because I guess there's not a lot that's different between the DLC and this until you start to get to the space stuff. But I really kind of want it to get a feel for it. So I do like the new sounds. Some of them are a little weird, but they have definitely gone back through and reworked some of the sound and some of the stuff like that. So that's cool. Got to keep an eye on our pollution, because these guys are going to be on top of us with a quickness if we don't. So probably should have, while I was there, went ahead and put stuff in one of these, but I didn't. There we go. Get that going. So like I say, we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on our pollution levels. So we got to do 10 copper, 50 plates, and that starts to get us into the actual research queue. We got to craft a lab. That'll be one of the next things we got to craft. I don't think it even shows it yet. Yeah, we can't even think about it yet. I don't think I'm going to make any more than that, because with these guys right up here, I don't want them right in my face. I'm not going to use up my wood though. Okay, so there we go. There's electronics. We've still got plates to do. Let's see if we can start looking at the lab now. Here we can start looking at the lab now. Good. So we can start saving up for a lab. That is going to be 36 iron plates and a bunch of copper. But on top of that, we're going to need... okay, we can't do the steam engine stuff yet. That must be locked behind the iron. Normally, I would put down another miner, but yeah, we're way too close. All right, so here's what we're going to do while we're waiting. Let's make sure we got enough fuel for that to do its thing for a little bit. All right, and one of the first things I generally do before I even... Oh, wait a minute. We're moving along pretty quick here. Okay. Research. Now we got the ability to do the steam. All right. Science pack. We got to build a lab. I was going to go down, and maybe we still will, because I got to build up enough steel to be able to or iron to make the thing. I usually go down here and I expand the fog of war by 1 square, if you will, all the way around, just so I can get a feel of where the biters are, how close we're getting with our pollution cloud, what have you. Man, I hate cliffs. But we'll see. Cliffs can come in handy as far as sectioning off where you're living, but I hate getting around them. And you don't get cliff explosives on this planet anymore, from what I understand. You've got to go off planet before you can even get to cliff explosives. So that's problematic, I suppose. We'll deal with it. Anybody that remembers or looks back at all my other stuff and what have you, I tend to turtle my bases. I set up a fairly stiff defense and what have you, and go from there. Now, some people don't do that. They like to just put up some turrets and kind of wander around and do the stuff and what have you, and that's great. But with this update or this DLC, whatever you want to call it, with Space Age, let's just start saying with Space Age or SA, one of the two, rather than going, oh, DLC update, blah blah. All right, with Space Age, you have to leave Novice. And one of the things I learned from playing Space Exploration SE is that if you're leaving the planet, you better have it set up to where it can take care of itself. And that means having walls and stuff, because if you don't have them, then you're going to run into issues when you're on another planet and you can't get back here to deal with them. So my style of turtling seems like it's going to be of benefit whilst we are playing this. At least that's what it seems like. So we'll see. Alright. Now by the time we get back around here, and I know this first part is boring as hell and people, you know, I recommend skipping ahead. Unless you really want to listen to me talk, I would skip ahead. But I'm going to play it, and I'm going to play it all the way through, and I'm going to play it on video. I'm not going to AFK stuff and what have you. Although, we'll see when we get further along if we end up having to do that. Because, like with C-Block, my God, if you don't AFK, you're going to put a gun in your mouth, in my opinion. It's just so tedious. But, whatever. Alright, so now we sort of know where our biter threat is. Let's see if we can get down and around behind this one. And there's going to be another one down there. I don't know if we're going to get around them. Please don't wake up to the fact that I'm here. That would be bad, because I have like 10 magazines and a pistol. Like I say, we are going to have to quickly get ourselves to at least turrets and ammo manufacturing. Oh, there's one more down there. Let's mark it so we know where it is. How are we doing on pollution? Alright, this is going to be the big one. It's this one up here. We're going to have to take care of that guy sooner rather than later. He is just too close. Now, fortunately, our water is off to the opposite side of him, so we can maybe get our steam production up and going relatively quick and kind of shift where the pollution cloud is. We're not going to put a whole stack in there. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put a little bit in there because we don't need a lot of copper right now. Oops, wait a minute. Did I take it out of the wrong one? I took it out of the wrong one. Alright. So I did go through the control settings and I copied over what my control settings were from my original games to this one because there are some changes. Alright, so we're going to want an offshore pump, we're going to want a boiler, we're going to want a steam engine, we're going to want a lab, and let's make some power poles. So grab some more copper here. Get up here and start just a little steam, just a little power plant, just to get us going. Reach isn't as far either. I don't know, maybe it's me. But it seems like, yeah, I'm not reaching as far. I don't know. Alright, there we go. There's that. There's that. There's that. Alright, so that gives us our science packs. So now, like I say, first thing we're going to want, I'm going to want an SMG. And then I'm going to want a turret. It's a toss-up. I'm going to start automation, and then we're going to start working on walls, and then mining drills. I'm not going to go any further than that. We are going to want logistics. All right. That'll get us started. That's what we're going to shoot for. Can I make some? Let's go ahead and make some. Put some coal in here. I'm a little hesitant to get this started until we're really kind of going, but we really need to get rid of that biter nest. Get it out of our hair. Just give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Copper. What are we missing? Oh, I did it again. Dang it. Alright. That'll get us started. This early game stuff, man, is always a slog. You know what? Oh, that's the other thing. I was going to say, let me get some fish, But I just remembered, apparently in the new update, fish rot. You can only carry them around for so long. Let's pick up a fish. But it is my understanding fish rot after a while. See this little status bar down here? See how freshness is already going down? So I can carry them around for 2 hours and 5 minutes. And at the end of 2 hours and 5 minutes, they're going to rot. And then we have spoiled whatever. And when you get into some of the other planets, my understanding is that that is definitely going to be a thing. Now I know probably most everybody watching this already knows all of that crap because we've been following all the... Alright, you know what? I keep doing that, and I keep doing it because of habit. We're going to move this to the top. And we're going to put 10 in there. There. Muscle memory is a hell of a thing. I probably ought to keep an eye on how long we've been recording and what have you as well. I think I'm only going to try and do about an hour per, like I used to. I apologize that this is kind of convoluted and what have you. I am way out of practice, if you will, of doing this. Not of playing, but of recording. I just haven't been doing it. Alright, we'll go ahead and fill them up now. Research automation. Alright, so how are we doing on? So 20 out of 88. I guess the 20, or most of the 20, yeah, a lot of them are carryovers from the old game. Looks like they got rid of some of the old, because it used to be 38. It looks like I got rid of some of the old achievements, or they've reset them and I got to do them again because they're now down here or something. I don't know. Interesting. But I did manage to get all of the old achievements. I had to do the 20 million green circuits and the 5,000 per hour blue circuits, and there is no spoon. That was the ones I was missing from before, and I managed to power through it and get all of those. Matter of fact, I got them yesterday, just before this thing dropped. It was kind of the kick in the... I've got like 6,000 hours plus in this game, almost 6,100. We need more iron. But unturret. Okay, see, we're doing right. But I hadn't gotten around to doing those three, and I just never. Well, especially there is no spoon. It just was never something that I was like gaga over trying to get. But now the update came out, and I was like, okay, you know what? Before the update drops, let's go ahead and get it done. Alright, so we don't have enough yet for turrets. And I really want to put down another miner, but we are really close to these guys. Can I at least make... I can't make. I need 30 for that. Come on, iron, hurry up. so we can make that. We're going to get rid of the gun soon, or the pistol. The pistol's like worthless as hell. But we are going to need a lot more ammo, because there is no way I'm going over there with just me. We're going to take at least one turret and some ammo to go over there and take care of those guys, because there are 3 nests. I think there's a worm. There's at least one worm, I think. Let's look. There's 3 nests. Spitters, biters, biters. Alright, we're taking out that spitter spawner first. And is that... No, that's gotta be a... That's gotta be a biter or something. No, there might be a worm over there. Trying to not get too close. So there's 3 spawners. We definitely got to take them out, or we're going to have bad days. And we got to do it before we increase our iron production and stuff. Now, once those guys are gone, I think we'll be okay. I think these other ones down here and over here, I think we can keep our pollution at bay until we can get some more iron production going, to the point of being able to at least start to turtle a little bit. But until we get at least a turret and a bunch of ammo, and I don't want to start making ammo until I've got a turret, because I'll never get around to making the turret. I'll just keep making ammo. I know me. Alright, so there's the turret. Now we're going to dump everything into making ammo until we can get up here and take care of these guys. And I always tend to push it and go before I'm ready, and end up running out of ammo. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be screwed. Let's go ahead and put this guy down here on the hot bar. Put this down here on the hot bar. Put this down here on the hot bar. Put this on the hot bar. Just so we've got them ready. And it's 4 plate per, man. That's why I end up rushing it, because I know how long it's going to take. So while we're waiting on that to cook, let's get some more coal. Make sure that's full. Make sure that's full. See if we can find how much stone we got. We can go get some more stone. Grab some more stone. Grab some more trees. Once we get that one set of spawners going, I think we'll be a lot better shape. We'll be able to build some more miners and kind of get on our way. Right now what's killing us is our iron production, and we can't increase that until we get rid of them biters. Now I could have started in the woods, and that would have really kept our pollution localized and limited, but then we'd be cutting trees all day, and I hate cutting trees, at least until I get bots. Once I get bots, usually I'll send the bots out, have them cut them all down, and I'll set up a little production for just turning the trees into small telephone poles, basically. Or if we get to a point where we got just too many of those, I will start like a little supplementary power plant just to burn trees. Alright, let's see how many we got here. See, this is where I hate myself, because I know I want to go up there with just those 10 and go after these guys. And I know how little damage that does. Now, this is 5 physical damage. This is 12 plus 8. Do we make a shotgun? It's tempting to make a shotgun for the nests. Normally I don't use a shotgun, but we really want to get rid of those nests. So maybe we make a shotgun and we use the turret to keep the biters off of us, and we shotgun those nests. We'll give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? We die, right? Need 25. Oh, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it, Sam. I am. I would not, could not, with a ham. Alright, there's a shotgun. Now we're going to make some shells. Now the thing is, I don't remember, because I don't normally use shotgun. Is that one shot per? Alright, it used to be that changed. Let's check something. Settings. Controls. Weapons. That's crafting. I thought tab. Why is tab also giving me the map? Alright. I know why. Alright. Settings. Controls. Let's go look for the other tab. Because we've got it set up for changing weapons, right? Select next, toggle, shoot enemy, next weapon, tab. But it's also mapped to the map, apparently. Crafting, inventory. Alright. Next weapon, world map. Alright, let's see something here. M. Well, that doesn't. Let's change that to M for now. There we go. All right. And then, yeah, that feels better to me. God, I'm glad we found that right now versus later. All right. I want to see something. I want to see, because I don't remember because it's been so long. Okay. So it's technically magazines. All right, so we are okay. I couldn't remember whether it was one shell per or not, and it is not. So you get a bunch of that, and then we're going to get a few more magazines. And we're going to do this so that we don't accidentally do that. We want to have them up there so that we can put them in the turret. All right, this is stupid. I know it's stupid, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So we need to be, oh, man. All right, there we go. Right? That makes me feel better. All right, now we can get our iron production up and running a little more. Yeah, we'll do 3. We'll do 1 more of these. All right, there we go. How are we looking? Yeah. All right. I was a little worried about that, but there we go. I will go back off camera later and check all my mapping and make sure what we have managed to screw up by changing that tab to an M. Knock on wood, nothing major. I mean, I understand why they did it, because there's a whole lot more stuff to control, but I wish, in a way, they had left the original control settings and just picked other stuff, but it is what it is. Right? Right. All right. So now, where are we? All right. We're gonna get mining drills soon. That's a biggie, because then we can stop using the burner miners. Logistics is next after that. Radar. Go away. How are we on? We are on 40 minutes. Repair kits. That. Radar. Armor. Logistics pack. All right, there we go, guys. So there's what we've got. It's been 45-ish minutes. I'm going to call this one here, given the fact that we had that notification about memory. It shouldn't be the case. I don't think it's the same drive or anything else, but we'll check it. But anyway, there it is. I am back, and we'll see where this goes, guys. All right? All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.